Alright, so you guys love these cheesy XP strategies, alright? And I'm not gonna lie, today's video we're gonna cover a strategy that not many of you guys know, maybe even none of you guys know, okay? But this is such a good way to level up in the game. I'm not kidding, I'm actually currently have a save going on in my game that I'm doing using this strategy, leveling up and hitting high rounds, 100, 200, 300, right? But today we're gonna cover this strategy. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel as we are so close to 100,000 subscribers, and enjoy the video. If you want to unlock the brand new Dark Matter, Abyss, and Nebula camos inside of Black Ops 6, check out Mitch Cactus. They're the biggest and most reliable in Call of Duty, which will help you grind out weekly events, camos, and unlocks completely legitimately for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Code SPAZO for 5% off. Alright, so we are currently on Liberty Falls. Now, I'm running the Krig C right now just to kind of start this game. It is the best weapon in the game, hands down, for sure, 100%, in my opinion, right? Of course, that varies between players, but for this little strategy, you do want to have Ether Shroud on as well with basically the dash augment, which is pretty easy to unlock. It's the second major augment, I believe, which you can get very quickly just playing the game and basically researching Ether Shroud. Now, for this, you don't need Ether Shroud. I'm going to try and show you guys a way to do it without Ether Shroud, but it's going to be super helpful with Ether Shroud. Like, it makes it so much easier, which for like beginners or somebody who doesn't really, know how to do it exactly, Ether Shroud is going to help a ton. But first things first, we want to stay in spawn for a decent amount of rounds so we can kind of get Pack-a-Punch and do what we need and stuff like that. And then we will be ready to go. So I'll probably stay here till about round 7-ish, maybe even 8 or 9, considering the Krig you can stay in spawn till about round 10 with just the Krig, and then we'll be able to get out of spawn. Right, we just now finished round 8, so we're going to make our way over to the church area so we can Pack-a-Punch our assault rifle, and then we'll be good to go. Now, for this strategy, make sure you do not open up that barrier up there or wherever it's at on top of the bank. Do not do that, okay? You want to keep that closed. If you do open that barrier, then it's not going to work as efficiently, but right now we're just going to make our way up here. Again, we want to Pack-a-Punch and do stuff like that. But I probably actually will go back and buy the GS45s. That kind of just makes a little bit more sense. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, so you want to make sure you have your Ether Shroud with the actual warp, I believe it's called, augment on. Now, you can get the combo that'll allow you to have 2 charges of this, but you don't have to have 2 charges of it. You can only have 1, but it doesn't really matter. So let's buy those real quick, and then we can head back to the actual church and Pack-a-Punch these, and then we'll be ready to do this strategy. To do this strategy, we want to make our way up to the top of the bank. Now, again, remember to keep that barrier closed over there on the right, that like block door right there. Do not open that door. We're going to want to open the zip line. So we're going to be getting on that little area without opening that door. Now, you can actually just run and warp onto it like how I just did. And now no zombies can drop down. They'll only hop up through right here. Or in a little bit, whenever we need more ammo, I'll kind of cover how to try and at least do it. You can do it. It's just kind of harder to get the timing down without Ether Shroud. Like, you have to like slide with PhD or whatever with your melee weapon out, and we can try and cover that. But doing it this way will allow you to just have zombies hop up through here and none to drop down from there. So you basically have this room to kind of just camo grind or to basically just go for high rounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a few rounds, and then we'll kind of cover out how to do it. So you'll see zombies hop up through here, right? So we'll do it real quick. So zombies are going to hop up through there. We can just kind of watch them. It's almost kind of simple to do so. And then you're going to have these zombies hop up through right here. And then you're not going to have any zombies hop up from the top of the bank, so you can either train here, you can shoot your GS45s. I don't really recommend training like how I'm doing, but I'm trying to get every zombie to not damage those up here to kind of prove that they don't hop down over here. So we just keep getting them to jump up, more jumping up, none hopping down. We can shoot these guys. They just go up there, and then I don't really know where they go, but then they just like respawn out here and then hop up this way. So you can use this with the jet gun. You can do literally anything you want to do with this spot. It's genuinely so easy to sit here and just grind whatever you're trying to do. Like, say you want to go for Nebula, you just sit back here with your packed AR and just get your critical kills as long as you want, or however many you need. Or whenever an elite spawns in, you can grind that for Nebula. Whatever you're trying to do, it's definitely beneficial and efficient to do this. Just remember, the easy way to get up here is to have your Ether Shroud charged. So if you can wait till you have have a charge to hop down, then that's going to be what you should try and do. But again, this is such an easy strategy, so we're going to go through a few rounds and then I will see you guys then. To get up here without using Ether Shroud, it generally can be pretty easy if you time it right. All you really got to do is just kind of hop off like that and turn to the right side. It can be a little bit difficult to kind of time it right and to do the right turn, but it is pretty easy to do it once you kind of get it down. I personally would rather just use Ether Shroud because it basically guarantees yourself to get up there every single time. Now, one thing I do want to warn you guys with this strategy is it does take a little bit longer to get through the rounds, and I'm not saying, you know, it takes 5 minutes longer. You know, maybe it just takes a few seconds or 10-15 seconds longer to go through each round, obviously because you have zombies spawning and then moving their spawn back and forth. But it is definitely a million times easier to do this strategy than some of the other strategies. So this can be something used for, say, a beginner or somebody who isn't really that good at the game but still needs to, say, grind out kills, grind out zombies, wants to kind of get to a high round but doesn't really want to stress about it. And even like an expert can use this just to kind of get a chill game in and not something that is like super demanding of attention, which sometimes sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like paying attention 100% of the time going from round 1 to 100. It can get kind of boring. So a strategy like this definitely can allow you to almost kind of relax when you play. Not really stress too much about it. So we just want to go over here and then jump, and you'll land on that rooftop basically. I'm going to try and get it before we get too high of a round so I can kind of show you guys that it does work and you really can do it. You can slide off, but I kind of find that to be a lot more challenging because you really have to time this. That's still cooling down. What's weird is sometimes you can triple hit this zip line, and then sometimes you hit it once and it's cooling down. But we'll get it. It's no big deal. Or you can head back to the actual graveyard and just hit that zip line. Just keep killing these zombies while we do this. But yeah, it can take a little bit longer to do this. What is that, a Casimir? Boy, the chances of us getting a Casimir are so rare. I don't know why. It's so hard to get a Casimir sometimes. Alright, can we hit this now? Nice, okay. So we can go ahead and do this, buy some ammo, pull out our melee, and then we can kind of jump, and boom, there we go. We got up to here without using Ether Shroud. So yeah, there's two ways you can do this. You don't have to use Ether Shroud, or you can use Ether Shroud. I would recommend using it just to kind of make your life a little bit easier. But it is such a good strategy to kind of relax and get to high rounds, no matter what you're doing. And you can sit here and just kill zombies as they hop out that window. That's where the longest spawn is, right there. But it doesn't really matter. This strategy definitely can be pretty damn good in these high rounds to kind of make for a chill experience. Overall, it's a pretty simple strategy to do inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies that'll allow you to practically get free XP. That's like so easy to get, and the rounds are so easy to go through. It's just way too simple, and it'll probably be changed soon. So I definitely recommend using this strategy if you guys want to. It's definitely a very good one and a very efficient one for camo grinding and every other purpose in the game. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Definitely subscribe. We're so close to 100K, all right? Thank you guys so much for all the support. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.